Hey, what's going on, Michiganders? Joel Fritzman here with the Michigan Storm Chasers, and today is a quick how-to video on how to get started with our new Discord server coming out here in just a couple days. Maybe by the time you see this, it's already come out. This is going to be for the desktop version, so if you're on your mobile phone, it'll be look a little bit different. So we do recommend for at least to start up on Discord to view it on your computer. That way you can see kind of just the full interface of everything. But a little bit about Discord before we start. Discord is basically a real-time community, kind of similar to what we have with our community chats on Facebook. And that is basically, it's going to be real-time text, call. You can even do like real-time games in our Discord channel. So I'll teach you a little bit about that as we go today, but just a little precursor to what you'll see here now today. Now the first thing we have to look at here when you do enter is this sort of onboarding screen. Now an onboarding screen, basically what that is it's going to ask you a couple questions here before you join. And most importantly, before you join, you will have to verify your phone number with your Discord account. So make sure you do that first and foremost before you try joining. Again, it's just a security purpose or security reasons that we have on the server. We don't want people to just randomly join and try and scam you and stuff like that, because that is a real-time thing, especially with real-time chat. And we will do our best with getting these links under control. We do have a lot of security enforced on the server, so a lot of things will probably not slip by, but in case one or two things does, obviously you want to reach out to us via DM. Now the first thing you're going to want to do here is take a look at the screen here. This is your onboarding questions as mentioned. This is going to be the first one, so it's going to ask you right off the bat, what other channels would you like to view besides the ones that we give you? So the ones that we will give you are just the basic weather channels for certain days. Again, every single channel has its own topic, so that's something you want to remember as we go along. So if you want channels that are specializing in snow, for example, Aurora, you just go here and click through them all. Now I'm a moderator, so I kind of already have these, but if I was a moderator joining, I would want to, click all these as well. So we have even like sports and gaming on here, even those who want to talk about photography or food. And then we also have a place where you can just do off-topic voice chat and talk in real time with other Michiganders, and I'll click that as well. We'll go down here to the next button. Click over to the next question. Now this one is probably the selling point on our Discord server here. We don't really have this on any of our other platforms, but this is a post asking, do you have storm anxiety? And a lot of Michiganders do. Now by clicking yes, that just basically tells us that you do have storm anxiety, and it gives you a specialized role that tags you as a storm anxiety person. You can also click this if you want to help support people who are also dealing with storm anxiety. So by clicking that, you're basically either a supportive role or you do have it yourself, and it will open up a private channel that only people that pressed yes can access, so they can talk about these storms in real time if like an event was happening. Because when we do these live streams, you see the comments that are just flying across the screen. It's hard to calm people down when we're just trying to give out real-time weather. And so that's what this is going to be for. Precursor or forewarning here is obviously on severe weather event days. We're not going to be viewing Discord as much unless it's going to be for like storm reports and other quick modes of communication, I guess I could say, that have to do with storm chasing. So we will still have moderators in this chat. We're going to have plenty of moderators, but again, this is what that question entails. I do not have storm anxiety, so I'm going to press no here and skip on to the next one. And then question 3 and question 4 are basically the same thing. It's basically asking what county you reside in. Now, it only gave me 50 slots in the first question, so that's why these questions are split into 2. So let's say you live in any one of, it goes in alphabetical order, by the way. If you live in any one of these counties that listed here from A down through M, so that'd be Alcona down to Macomb County, you click on that. I live in Isabella, so I'd click Isabella and then press next, and then I would just skip over question 4. Or if you, for example, if you don't live in Michigan but you want to be part of this Discord, this is also where you would want to come. You just scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on the role that says I'm from outside of the state of Michigan. After that, you just press the next button, and then it'll float out all our read and agree to the server rules tab. This basically tells you what happens if you break any of these rules, and we're very strict on it. And so you can see on here, no foul language, no hate speech, no politics, obviously. And then in parentheses, we have all the offenses that you can get for breaking these rules. So like a 1-day timeout or like an immediate ban. So obviously we don't want any hate speech, for example, so that'd be an immediate ban. No advertising, of course, no conspiracy theories, etc., etc. And then most importantly down here at the bottom, 9 and 10 is use the correct channel for the respected reasons. And then number 10 is going to be using a valid first name in either city or county next to your name, similar to what our staff has. And you will see that here in just a second. So once you read these, it'll prompt you to another screen here called the server guide. And basically it'll just have you click through all these little buttons here. This is our social media tab, so if you don't have us on all these social medias, you can just click through that. Then you press the next button. You can check our latest announcements, find out the resources. So this will be just how to access the server, other things that you might need. So we'll post like the video, for example, in this for like how to join the Discord server in this tab, so you can come back to it if you ever need it. And then we also have down here, oops, wrong tab, the formally introduce yourself with that first name and last name, similar to what you see on here. And then one more time, it'll ask you to read the rules. Again, I'm going to kind of cue these up. Right now, as they stand, they're not the same. So I'm going to do what I put in the original rules onto this rule, so you can see all the punishments and stuff if you do break the rules. So that being said, you are now in here at Michigan Storm Chasers Discord. You can see the interface as it stands. First thing you want to do again is when you join is change your username. So if you come over here to the right side of the screen, you can see how my username has my first name, and I add my last initial with a dash, and then the county I reside in. Unfortunately, that role that it gives you does not, rename yourself with the county at the end. I wish it could, but Discord's not that advanced, so this is where you have to come in and change it yourself. So it has to look like this, and then what I do here, and this is going to be for desktop version only. If you're on your phone, you'll just click on your name down at the bottom, and there should be a little setting button. You go to Profiles, Server Profiles, and unfortunately I can't show you myself, but because I have streaming mode enabled. But you can go ahead and basically edit your profile and change the name so it's only on the server profile. Because if you have a bunch of different Discord channels that you want to view, you can change it per server. So make sure you just click on Server Profile only and change it through that. Now, taking a look at our interface in general here, you can kind of see there's a lot going on, obviously. I'm going to go back and kind of view it as, just take that out for a second. So this is what it looks like. This is what you're prompted with once you sign up and you're in and everything. You have all your channels that you can view on the left side of the screen here. What channel you're currently viewing is in the center. So if you click on announcements, then your announcements pop up. If you click on welcome, your welcome pops up, so on and so forth. And on the right side are all our members sorted by roles or if they're offline. At the bottom again here on desktop version is where you would go to type. So I can just put in like, hello, my name is Joel, for example. I'm not going to type it out because obviously it's a welcome channel. I've already introduced myself, but that's what you would go and do there. Also down here at the bottom, you can send memberships with this little present button here. You can put gifts, or GIFs as they're called, stickers, or even use some of our emojis. We do have a bunch of custom emojis on the server that you can use, and some of them are locked behind a subscription for those who do want to support our channel. But most of you will have a lot to choose from, so no worries there. Other than that, it's basically your interface. On the left side here, if you do have other servers, they will pop up and down the left side of your screen. The Michigan Storm Chasers one will always have the Michigan Storm Chasers logo in it. And if you want to access your direct messages, you click on the Discord message at the top. Now we're going to get into all our channels on the left side of the screen here. Just one by one, we'll go through it. This is what you're prompted with. So mod tools and subscribers only, again, those are categories here that you can't, those are channels that you will not see unless you do happen to be part of the staff or if you do subscribe to the channel. So again, you have your rules if you ever want to go back and view them, your announcements, and your welcome tab where new members will always be coming in or leaving if need be. And then down here below is all of our discussion boards, or channels as they're called. So we have the weather channel, which is just basically a channel that you can use to post any weather related things that may not be on topic with any of our other ones that are listed here. So it could be like, oh, here's, for example, hail over in Saudi Arabia, or some cloud photos. If it's just a normal day out there, you can post them here. Other than that, again, it's totally up to you. If you want to post some other things in here that might be slightly on topic, but also fit the weather thing, then go for it. We're not too picky, unless it like really starts to become an issue, then we will moderate a little bit more. Now, as you can see here next to the day one weather, there is a little white dot and it's highlighted in white. So that basically means I have an unread message. Simple as that. We'll go ahead and click on it here. It was Justin here, one of our mods, that typed in chat. as well as Jacob here. Basically, day one weather is going to be our main source of event day stuff. So stuff that's happening in real time will always be happening on our day one weather tab. We might rename it every once in a while just to keep it on tab with the event. Other than that, again, this is the #1 place you'll want to be tuning into anytime there is severe weather going. Now, day 2, day 3, and so on here is kind of self-explanatory. So day 2 will always be tomorrow's weather. Day 3 will be the day after tomorrow's weather, and then day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will basically be within the next week, I guess you could say. So that's basically medium range there. And then long range is basically anything that doesn't fit within the next 8 days. Again, a reminder, day 1 is current day weather, day 2, tomorrow, day 3, the day after tomorrow, day 4, so on and so forth. Once again, long range weather channel here is anything that's going to be, you know, Fantasyland, model runs, stuff like that. And you can always see that up here at the top of your screen. We kind of labeled it here, and on your phone it'll look different. You'll have to click on the channel name itself and see this information, but it tells you what each channel is used for if you ever forget. And then each channel will also have ways where you can pin messages or see pin messages, open up certain threads within the channel, which we might use every once in a while, as well as turn on and off notification settings for each channel. Moving down here to our next channel, which is the private weather anxiety channel. This is the channel that I told you about that is just a private role that you get assigned if you press yes on that welcome screen button. If you press no, again, that means you will not see this channel at all. It's only open to anxiety members plus all our mods, so we can at least moderate it. Moving on down to our Aurora chat. Again, this is the one channel that will be used probably the most over the next year besides our main weather channels due to the heightened solar period here between now and the end of 2025. So again, this is where Aurora chat will always be happening here. Just it's simple as that. It says it right here on your screen. Similar to that, we also have the Tropics chat, Snow Lovers Paradise, which is anything that's snow related. Will probably be used more in the off season when there's snow going on around the world, but we will also use it during the winter seasons as well. So it's just another way where we can kind of separate our snow content. And then finally down here at the bottom is the most important one for you guys to submit your damage to. We can also see it in the day 1 weather channel, but here in the bottom of our discussion boards category, you also have the damage and survey. So that way it's at least there and it's not getting buried in all of our current, you know, communications and stuff where people are like, oh my goodness, there's a tornado happening right now. And then you see like a damage photo fly by and then 30 other comments in the next second. Again, this is just kind of a way to pull it out and separate it. And it's kind of the same thing with the Snow Lovers Paradise channel as well, where if you have like snow reports you want to send in, you can just, you know, send in your foot of snow, stuff like that, and that'll be there for us to see. Now at the very end of the discussion board channel here is the weather discussion voice chat, and we will use this every once in a while if we wanted to do anything that's weather related. Could be some watch parties, could be anything on topic, off topic with weather, but other than that, that will be separated into the off topic voice chat if it is truly off topic. And again, that's one of the channels that you have to actually click on and get. Now, as mentioned earlier, again, all these custom channels you can turn on and off. Going down here into the bottom section is our off topic section. So we basically have an off topic channel with a thread attached. Now anything in a thread will have this little drop down bar to it. So we have a little pets drop down bar here for those who want to share their pet photos. We have a sports section, as mentioned, gaming, food talk, photographer's paradise, and then last but not least is kind of on topic to the weather, but not as much, where essentially we basically have a directory where we will take chats and kind of pin them so you can go back and visit them on a day of a certain event. Now, if any of this hasn't made sense so far, again, don't worry. We're here in the Discord channel that we can help you out anytime. If none of this has made sense to you, we're going to make this as easy as possible for you. So if you add any questions, feel free to tag us in Discord so that way we can let you know what each thing means as soon as possible. And again, the features will be different between your phone, what provider, and then again, if you are on desktop. Now, some of these channels will be read-only, so you can't type in all of them. So for example, I can message the announcements tab, but you will not be able to because, again, you do not have the special abilities to do that. But again, as mentioned, you have the options down here to do these GIFs, stickers, and emojis, and even send Discord Nitro, which is basically a subscription to give you a more personal experience here on Discord. Other than that, we can go back up to the top here and look at these little tabs here on the top left, where basically if you want to ever change what channels you can see and don't want to see, you can always come back in here and deselect them. So for example, if I didn't want to see the food channel, I can just go ahead and click on it. Or if I don't want the photography channel here, I'll scroll down to see it. You just click on it and boom, it's gone. Just like that, but I'm going to keep them on because I need to see them all. So that's as simple as that. If you want to ever change them, just go right back up to channels and roles, and you can go ahead and do that. Next up is, again, server guide. If you ever want to go back and look at our resources and socials tab, that's going to be right here, which is a read-only channel where all of our resources will be posted. We'll also have every once in a while events here. That tab is not visible for you guys until we actually post events. So that could be watch parties, certain severe weather briefings, etc., etc. Anything we do here at Michigan Storm Chasers that may be on or off topic. And that could be even like parades or other in-person events as well. Now the one final thing here in terms of the channel list is going to be your server shop, which again is brand new here at Discord in the past couple months that we have access to. Basically, a server shop is a place where you can purchase one of our 3 subscriptions to help support our channel and our operations here at Michigan Storm Chasers. And in return, you will get a bunch of custom emojis, a bunch of different perks. If you buy the top perk, I guess you could say, you will get like a Midland Weather Radio, for example. And again, there's a bunch of other things such as like there's the private chat rooms and even a private voice channel. So we might have subscriber-only game nights. And then shifting over to the right just a little bit here, we do have products that we have not started to process yet, but we could do it in the future, which is basically a place where we can post, weather-themed wallpapers, certain role access things, even places where you could just, drop songs, stuff like that. Things you can buy that are products that would help us and then give back to you at the same time. Even advertisements we've thought about using for products, but again, this is unused as of right now, so come back later. We might have some wallpapers coming to you soon that are weather themed. If they do get posted, again, as always, we will post them on our announcements tab or our resources tab, on Discord for you guys to see. Now, last but not least here at Michigan Storm Chasers Discord, in terms of starting up and knowing how everything works, is our customized roles. So we're gonna go ahead and click on these here, or just click through them here real quick. Just some of the icons you'll see on the server, or the colors that you'll see on the server. So basically, you have myself. I am the owner of the Discord server, as well as the 5 other staff members here at Michigan Storm Chasers that will also have either a red or pinkish hue to them. If you can't tell the colors apart, again, they'll just have the staff button on them. And this could change in the future if we do decide to change the style of them, but for right now it says staff. You'll have in orange your moderators, and then in yellow you have the Chaser Partner Network members as well. We have a couple other roles that are not easily accessible here that you guys will not usually see unless they mention themselves. So the Goon role is basically a private Michigan Storm Chasers community that has been around for a long time. Again, just kind of background on that. That's where we basically pulled the people to form Michigan Storm Chasers from. And that's basically the longest standing group chat in the state of Michigan for Michigan Storm Chasers. And then again, as always, you have the advertisers role, which you may see every once in a while if people do decide to advertise here in Discord. Moving down to our green, that is going to be your subscriptions. So you have the lowest one at $2.99 plus whatever tax or App Store fees are processed. That's going to be Noodle again. Cone is going to be the $9.99 plus taxes and other fees. And then the Wedge is $69.99 plus taxes and fees. Again, if you are going to purchase a subscription, you'll want to do it on computer, because on your phone, it's just customizable to your app store. And if you do change types of phones, that means you won't be able to cancel that subscription if you do change phones. So keep that in mind. If you do want to do a subscription and you're changing your phones in the future, you want to do that on your computer. That way you both avoid the fees and avoid the headache of trying to cancel it when you actually don't have an app store anymore to cancel it on. And then moving down one more here, you have your server booster, which is something that is for Discord and also for us. We will explain that more here when I back out here at the very end. You have the MSC loyalty tab, which is by link only. So what you have to do for that is essentially link your YouTube, Facebook, X account, and Twitter account. Make sure you're following us on all 4 of those platforms, and then you will get this custom role that'll make you dark blue instead of the light blue when you first join the server. And then obviously everyone gets the member role or the anxiety member role when they first join. Those are the lowest roles that you can get. If you're so accustomed to maybe working your way up, you can download some of these other roles and your color will get hotter and hotter as you go. Again, hottest color on here is the owner and the staff at red and pink. Now backing out of that and looking at our screen again, you have those server boosts as I was mentioning here. If you click on that arrow, it basically shows that you can get a crystal badge next to your name. It's a special role that you get, as I mentioned. You'll also get a profile badge, and you'll get basically all these features that we can use on our Discord channel themselves. So if we go into server boost here, you can kind of see what we unlock as we go by scrolling down. So we're already on level 2 here. We need 7 more boosts to get to level 3. We get 150 custom emoji slots, 36 sticker slots, a bunch of soundboard slots. If we do stream here on Discord, we have high definition 1080p. Audio quality is 256 kilobytes. Upload size limit 50 megabytes, which is really critical if you do have maybe like some storm damage video that's like a minute or two long. For our group hangouts, you have 150 seats that people can come join in with video on. You have an animated server icon, not exactly sure what that is, but we do have a server invite background now that you got when you first joined. We have a server banner now, which is visible in the top left of the screen, and we are able to do those custom role icons where we have, you know, mod, staff, CPN next to their name. And again, if we go to level 3 here, it just gets better and better as more perks unlocked. Again, that's something you'd have to purchase through Discord. We don't get the money for that, but it does help boost the perks that we get here at Michigan Storm Chasers Discord. And with those boosts, you can actually get 2 free boosts if you do purchase a Discord Nitro membership. Again, Discord Nitro is basically a Discord subscription that gives you, kind of breaks through that mold and gives you a bunch of different custom perks that we can't give you on the server, but the Discord app itself gives to you. Again, those 2 server boosts are free if you purchase Discord Nitro, so it's kind of like, hey, here's the subscription, here's 2 boosts to boost your favorite server, and that's where that comes in handy. You can boost our server with the 2 boosts every single month, and that'll help give us the highest of perks that everyone on Discord gets to use. But with that being said, that concludes our introduction to the Michigan Storm Chasers Discord here on this November evening. Again, I'm Joel Fritzma. I will be the owner and runner of this Discord server. If you have any questions in terms of figuring out how to get this stuff working, changing your name, whatnot, again, that's all here. We're all here for you. We can help you out here in the first few days here at Michigan Storm Chasers Discord. And again, you can ask some of our moderators as well, who may also know some of the answers to that. But again, thank you so much for watching. Again, any questions, let me know. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and stay tuned for more intro videos here at Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube, as well as storm chasing content and live streaming content as always. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.